All right, guys, we are live, man. Didn't know if I was going to be able to change the scenes. But anyway, it looks like we're in the green. Thanks, everybody, for coming out here. Join us. We're going to jump into this man made blizzard. That's what it is. It's a man made blizzard. We've been showing all week the companies that manipulate the weather, the kind of technologies they use. And if you also listened to Sunday shows, you would have had a 16-day warning. You would have already had your gas for your generators. You would have stocked up on some food. But hey, the mainstream, they don't like to warn you. They just like to throw out these, 500 million people in danger, but they don't give you no warning time. Anyway, we're going to jump into all this stuff. Let me see if I can get on the right scene here. Here we go. All right. Well, okay, there we go. The scene has changed. Now, I've talked about this before, but check this out. There's a risk of weird, life-threatening thunderstorm effect, and it isn't lightning. It's called thunderstorm asthma. It kills people in multiple countries, and it could be worsening. Now, they call it a phenomenon. This is coming out of Greensville, South Carolina. Now, reported on, I think it was in North Carolina back in 2016, and also down in Australia. So what they're saying is this phenomenon is caused by thunderstorms, has killed people in several countries, and has nothing to do with the lightning. Thunderstorm asthma is caused by a dynamic airflow during strong storms combined with pollen, experts say. And the current pollen count in upstate ranging from high to extremely high. Well, let me tell you, they're lying already. So violent winds sweep up allergens such as pollen, creating tinier particles, while larger pollen grains are usually filtered by hairs in the nose. These smaller pollen fragments can pass through and enter the lungs, triggering asthma attacks, sometimes in people who had never suffered asthma before. Thunderstorm asthma typically happens when a storm hits while pollen levels are excessively high, experts say. What a lie, man. Some experts fear thunderstorm asthma could become a bigger problem with more air pollution and global warming, which some scientists say is extending allergy seasons. For one thing, we don't have seasons anymore.
Thunderstorms today. We'll get a few.
We go from winter to summer, summer to winter. There's no such thing as fall anymore. There's no such thing as spring. It's all the same. It's either hot or it's cold.
Showers.
What the heck, stupid mainstream?
Mid to late morning. And then
well, let me tell you, this thunderstorm asthma, let me mute this guy, is not coming from pollens. It's coming from the weather manipulation. It's coming from the doped up jet fuel coming out of the back of these airplanes. It's coming out of the spraying drones. It's coming out of the sprayer planes, man. This is nanoparticulates, nanobots, man. This is New World Order weather control systems. Has nothing to do with the pollen. It's all about them controlling the weather. Anyway, let's check out some other stuff. And I will paste all these links in the description here as soon as we get done. Here's some recall alerts. So you got a sandwich products recall due to possible foreign matter contamination. Tomato paste cans recalled due to potential presence of mold. Soup product misbranding and undeclared allergen. Hey, maybe that's the thunderstorm allergen. Pet food, possible listeria. What else they got? Beef products recall due to possible foreign matter contamination. Nut butters, possible health risk. Recall on the strawberry cheesecake. Pork and poultry products recall due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. Cat food, potential presence of rubber pieces. Allergy alert on bread, man. This just keeps on going. Like I said, I'll put all these links in the description. In fact, I could do it right now. Give me a second here. Let me put these all in there so that you guys got them. If you want to dig into this stuff a little deeper, let me copy that. Let me paste this down into the show links. Yeah, it's like every night I get less and less time to prepare. So while I'm doing this, if you guys aren't subscribed to Never Lose the Truth, she did a video the other day, and I want to go into that video. But she did a video on this guy that bulldozed down a cell phone tower down in Australia, and he got thrown in jail and all that. Well, he actually worked on the cell phone towers. He was a technician, and he knew that these cell phone towers were affecting people, and he couldn't take it. And he took out some towers, took out the buildings, and got in a bunch of trouble. And now he's even doing more stuff to help the cause. Anyway, hey, thanks out there, Super Chat. All right, I got them links out there. Now we can move on. So here's the mystery E. coli outbreak expands with 96 people sickened in 5 states. More people are sick from a multi-state outbreak of E. coli from an unknown source. U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention said Tuesday the total number of people infected is now 96. That's 24 more than the agency initially reported last Friday. Symptoms of E. coli, which usually begins about 3 or 4 days after consuming the bacteria, can include watery or bloody diarrhea, fever, abdominal cramps, nausea, and vomiting. 11 people involved in the mysterious outbreak have been hospitalized. No deaths. Man, we cannot trust anything that's coming out of anywhere. That's why it's so important to grow your own food. If you can't grow it in your window, grow it in 5-gallon buckets. We got to get away from this crap. Don't shop at Walmart. Don't go to McDonald's. Like, oh, man. All right, here we go. Water treatment plant releases sewage into the Rogue River amid heavy rains. So, up in Grants Pass, Oregon, city employees released some 84,000 gallons of untreated sewage into the Rogue River on Monday, in southern Oregon received a deluge of rainfall and threatened to overwhelm the Grants Pass water treatment plant. So they just dumped it. You know, the water's already filled with, fracking stuff, all the flood waters, all the Monsanto stuff. I mean, everything we have, they're trying to ruin all the water aquifers. And they might as well start up in the north and let all the toxic water run south. Yeah, out there in the chat, yeah, just all you gotta do is just not throw out no F-bombs and you won't get put in timeout. And keep it good, because we got people that listen to this show that are 90-something years old, all the way down to young people. So we try to keep the chat semi-clean so that we don't offend too many people out there. Anyway, here we go. Is the world entering a series of cataclysmic events? Since 1990, natural disasters have constantly increased and affected more than 500 million people every year. And natural disasters will continue to increase. Hold on here. Is that what I was wanting to... where is that? Okay, while geological disasters like earthquakes, volcanoes, rock falls, landslides, avalanches have stayed more or less constant, the numbers of climate-related disasters such as floods, coastal flooding, storm surge, apocalyptic storms, heat waves, cyclones, drought, and wildfires have dramatically increased. That's because that's everything that they're affecting. That's man trying to play God. That's man intervening into the regular cycles. and they can't control it, man, or they are in complete control and they're doing it all for nefarious reasons. So areas paralyzed by the blizzards and floods last month are now getting a second round of the bomb cyclone. The second unusual inland bombogenesis in less than a month. Like I said, everybody was already warned on this channel from weeks ago. So, and it looks like our forecast from 2 weeks ago is dead on the money, amounts and everything. So the weather plan, that's what it is. It's a weather plan. They are sticking to the script and, fabricating all these storms on time, right in the places they're aiming. And we can show you that they're doing this. We show you the companies like that steer the atmospheric rivers. In fact, right before I was getting on, I was over here looking at the total precipitable water. Let me turn the wind off. And yesterday, we're looking at this is like the mimic map. This is the atmospheric river. This is the river of the sky. And there's tons of companies out here that can steer this river. They can direct it wherever they want it to go. I've shown tons of proof. I've showed where the companies have admitted to putting out the fires out down here in Tasmania just last month. But anyway, they cut it off. They cut off the this Gulf of Mexico flow between yesterday and today. And when you go over to the worldview map, let me get there. You can see right down here, there's no clouds out here in the Gulf of Mexico anywhere. Nothing like what a meteorologist would tell you. These are remnants of the frequencies, the microwave frequencies they used from the radars to shut that water vapor off. That's why it's in a perfect straight line. You know, there's no wind going this way. This is all just evidence of them affecting the weather patterns. And also when you go back to the Earth null, you can see they've shut this stream off going up to Alaska here. We get that off there. You know, if we go look at the mimic map, these things should be whipping out like waves. You know, like a wave, a breaking wave. So let me get over here to the mimic. And you'll see, hopefully we can find a natural wave. Otherwise, they're all going to be pulled and stretched and directed. But let's take a look at this if we can get it to load. And I probably need to put this on more than however many frames it's showing us. But all these atmospheric waves, if you look at the tips of them, they should all be spinning and whipping around. But yet, these are getting just completely shut down. And normally what they've been doing is steering this right into Northern California, Oregon. In fact, they're going to turn this thing right around and point storms. But yeah, they are definitely affecting this atmospheric river right here. Wave. But we know David Miles down here is definitely affecting this atmospheric river. Look at this perfect circle right here. Look at that. That forms into a perfect circle. There's no such thing as a perfect circle atmospheric river. That's being affected. These are being pulled up. We'll probably see all that stuff as we get into the other information here. All right, probably don't need that. So, yeah, I just want to take a quick look at that. In fact, let's go ahead, take a look at the polar vortex winds. And it looks like the stream is buffering again. Man, don't have that running. So, wow, we're buffering. All right, well, we'll give it a second just to catch up. That way, you know, if the audio and the video don't match later, there is somebody out there, and I always forget to get his stuff pasted in here, but he straightens out the audio and then re-uploads these up to his channel. And I swear I will dig that up tomorrow and start putting them in the description. Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah, they got it definitely buffering it. We'll give it a second to try to catch up before I change the scenes or anything. Hey, thanks out there, Super Chat. Definitely helps keep us going. And yeah, I'm like dropping frames right now. So I'm not going to do anything until this internet catches up. Otherwise, the audio and all that's going to be all messed up. You know, as long as we got sound, I guess we'll have to do this like old school till this thing catches up. Because that makes it hard for new people to go to listen and the audio don't match the visual, man. It's really sucks for new people because we're trying to teach everybody what is going on. All right, now it's coming back. We're back in the green. So hopefully everything stays lined up. We're back in the green. And let's go ahead and try the polar vortex winds now here. Let me get this on the wind. Yep, stream is back fine. So yeah, so we're waiting for this whole polar vortex to go down here in the south. And it's getting pretty close. I guess they're not done messing with this. Let me check temperatures real quick. Little heating event there off of Russia. Hey, thank there, Heather. All right, so almost all the super cold polar air is gone. It's all down in the southern hemisphere. And I wanted to check the jet stream real quick. Let me get on down in there. So they're definitely tapping into the jet stream here. That's why we're getting this blizzard. Let me kind of go down through. Here we are at the vortice layer. It's about 500 HPAs. And, you know, 500 is probably about 5,000 meters. Or, you know, this is the scalar field level. Let's go ahead and go down to about 850s. So look at that. It's like a land cyclone. I bet we got some mega waves up here off the Bering Strait up there, or the oh man, they're off Alaska. And here we are. Let's get the surface winds up here. Look at all these winds hitting all in the same spot, man. Completely fabricated storm. While we're at it here, let's go ahead and check the ocean waves. Yeah, right where I thought. We'll see what we're looking at right now. About 34-foot waves. Let me fast forward that, see if it gets any worse. Hey, thanks there, Christy Meyer. Much love out there. So we're looking at 35-foot waves getting ready to hit Alaska here in the next day. Let's go up another day. So yeah, you're going to have a day of pretty good waves. I mean, that's going to go right into the Aleutian Island chain there. Wow, it looks like we got some kind of freaky looking, like some kind of, I guess it'd be called a hurricane or a cyclone out here. That's weird. That's way up in the northern hemisphere, but it sure looks like one. Probably is it, but just a strange wind or wave signature there. Let me get it back on now. Let's go ahead and check the all this stuff while we're here. So we're going to take a quick look at the carbon monoxide. Pretty nasty air quality there in California, all the way down through the Bajas, right there around Iowa, or Kansas, Iowa, or Kansas. You know, I think they were doing some burning there around the Foothills, and it's created all this higher levels of the carbon monoxide, and it's just really bad there off the East Coast. China, India, man, look at India's really clearing up. What did they shut down all the factories? That's pretty crazy. But look at all that stuff coming towards us. Huge waves. Let's take a quick look at right there in Texas. But the highest spot on the planet for carbon dioxide at the surface is right there off the coast. Just getting ready to kind of head up towards Boston. I don't think I can fast forward this. Yeah, I can't. All right, let's go ahead and check the. Yeah, I need to do some burning, definitely. So here we go. Yeah, we got bombarded by the chemtrails again in Missouri. Hey, thanks, sir, Bamboo. Much love out there on the PayPalers. Yeah, all that stuff definitely helps. So I mean, a lot of you guys know, man, that it costs us like $350 to $450 a month for internet. I mean, it's stupid. So we're looking at the particulate matter, man. These are the PM 2.5s. If you're in something that looks like this, you definitely want some kind of respirator on, because this stuff is a carcinogen. This can cause cancer. It can cause mega lung issues. Now, I don't know how close this is up here to the, we had a couple of earthquakes. We got like a little outbreak going there towards the super volcano. I think that's from the fires. We'll take a look at the worldview map, see if we can pin down what that is. Look, we got another, has to be a dust storm coming off the Sahara Desert again. Pretty strong little push there. So everything that's clear here now, it's all this crap is coming towards that area. And let's go check our auroras. So they're starting to wind down. All right, we're done with the Earth now. We can get that baby off. And let's just go check the forecast models real quick here. And let's go on up. And we'll check the totals, see if they're still. So here on Thursday, tomorrow, man, you're going to have, let me see if I can zoom in on that area right there. Let's try to zoom in on this area. Now you're looking at a blizzard conditions, and then thunderstorm, and then hail and sleet. I mean, you got every aspect of a storm is in this land cyclone with a pressure of 981. Let me go back 6 hours. So yeah, it's still at 981, 983, 981. So it's staying pretty right around that same area. Ooh, it drops down to 986 here on Friday. 990, 992. So Canada is going to get blasted with this. So heads up for Friday for severe storms for, looks like Mississippi, Alabama, on up. Wow, it's hard for me to see the line. Oh, no, we're way up here, up in Ohio. Let me make this a little bigger so I can see what we're looking at here. There we go. Now I can tell. So Michigan, Ohio. Let me back this up to zoom. Yeah, so you're looking at flooding rains right over the what we call the keyhole there in Missouri, down in the New Madrid. Man, we're gonna have some earthquakes going off from water weight, whether it's gonna be here or if it's gonna be over on the West Coast. I know we've had some pretty good earthquakes that's been going off. Like I said, we've had a couple. In fact, we might take a look at that here in a minute. Let me just go ahead and fast forward this. So watch out for the severe storms. If we can make it through the next 2 days. You know, look up here in Toronto and Canada, man. They're going to get pounded by this too. And look, there's another band of small bands of super heavy snow coming in right after that. Right there in Colorado. This is the one I've been worried about for severe weather outbreak. This is on Saturday the 13th. This one could be a bad one here for tornadoes. It's going to come right up in our area here in Missouri, all over Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas. It's going to go right on up through St. Louis, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi. There's like, man, this is going to be a big storm here. This is going to be a pretty bad storm right here. Look at the low pressure on this, 993, almost the same as the bomb cyclone. So, and the backside is going to get a little bit of snow because there's still going to be a little bit of cold air there. Heavy rains for the northeast. Everybody is sick of the rain, I can tell you that. And let's go ahead, while we're here, let's just fast forward this up, see if we got anything else big popping off. Yeah, another huge round of severe storms on April 18th. Right back through Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, the Carolinas. Yeah, this is going to be a really bad one too here on the 19th. When you got these small, skinny lines, you're looking at a bunch of straight line winds. Really low pressure, dying 89. So, yeah, another big storm coming up for the northeast, too. Look at that, man. Look at that pressure right there, 977. That's a Cat 3 or Cat 4 hurricane right there. So, wow, look at that. Look what that storm turns into, Bermuda. You will be in the target on Saturday, April 20th. Man, you wouldn't want to be in a boat when that system comes. So, yeah, I'm just trying to go through this up through the 16 days, just midweek. We check this. There's tons of rain still coming. A lot of real low pressures, man. Really weird on that. All right, let's go ahead and check our total amounts of precipitation. So we're going to take this all the way up 16 days. You're going to see where all the moisture is going to be over the next 16 days. We're just going to take this on up. Looks like they're targeting the Mississippi River, the Missouri River, the Kansas River, all the main rivers. Oh, wow. Look at the moisture right there. Right there in Oklahoma, Texas. Let's keep on going up. Yeah, we could be getting not only the mega flooding, but I'm telling you, the weight of this water can cause earthquakes. Every time they build a dam, we got so much water displacement now. I'm waiting for them to pop a plate. So, yeah, wow. Look at the target zones in Arkansas, Ohio, Tennessee. Wow, Ohio's the big target, man. So look at that bullseye right there. That's looking like 12 to 14 inches of rain over the next 16 days. That's almost an inch a day. And let's go ahead and, whoops, hit the wrong button there. Let's go ahead and check the, just the snow. So yeah, the models are still looking at about, look like about 19 inches, 13 inches, some a little higher up in the mountains, definitely at, feet up in the mountains. So as far as the big snow amounts, right where they don't need it, South Dakota, northern Nebraska, Minnesota, and then all the way up, into Canada and all them places way up there. Yeah, they're trying to hit us from all aspects, man. Let's go ahead and check the temperatures. Let's check out the temperatures. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, we don't have no spring. We don't have no fall. It just goes from summer. Look at this. This is a summertime map. And we'll just scroll it up. Look at all that heat. The reds are the heat. The blues are the cold. Here comes wintertime. Look at that wrap up with the heat. Cold. Look, the cold gets all the way down into the center of Texas. We're looking at like 12 degrees. And then it's going to get pushed out by the next heat wave. And then we're still got a little winter coming. So, wow, we got another big Arctic blast, really, for the 19th. So this is where the super heavy storms are going to fire up right here. They got to get this cold air pushed out of here, man. But in the meantime, when these two air masses hit, along with all the weather manipulation, we're looking at like geostorm here. And look, they're not done with the cold. California is going to get cold on April 24th. Of course, we're looking at the temperatures roughly about 4,000, 3,500 feet up, right around in there. So, no, we're looking at about, 1,500 meters up, so about 4,700 foot up temperatures. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. The temperatures are swinging around like that. Well, we know why. We know what they're doing. We try to show it every night. Now, let's go ahead and check the wind real quick. Well, the new Madrid is now over in Kansas and Texas and Oklahoma, man. They've fracked everything so bad. Yeah, let's take a quick look. Let me see if I can bring in. Let's take a quick look at the earthquakes. So let me change scenes here, and I'll see if I can bring in the earthquake 3D thing here. And we'll just take a quick look at them. I haven't looked at them in a long time here, so hopefully I still have the app. So give me a second to find the app, and then we'll go from there. It's weird, I don't see it. All right, where's the earthquake app? I wonder if I can search it here. Wow, that's weird. I don't see it. Where'd it go? Wow, it's like missing. All right, hang on here. I'm trying to find the... Where is it? Well, hold on here. Give me a second. Let me try to find that. And I'll put that back on. Here, let me switch a scene. Let's go check out the hamburger birds real quick, and then I'll find that app here. Hang on. Well, maybe it. Now I might think, oh, here it is. Okay, now I got it. All right, see if I can switch scenes again. All right, let me add this in, add the source in. So we want a screen capture. Actually, this would be a game capture. There we go. Now if I can get it to look right. So bear with me, guys, man. I haven't even used this app in a while, so let me make this a little bigger so I can see it. And now it looks all weird on the screen. Try to get this sucker big. There we go. Now we can see it. All right, so let's put this on. Let's just go the last 7 days, and we'll put it on 4 and greater. In fact, let's go up to 5. Wow, it's not showing the recent quakes. What the heck? Where's the one in Yellowstone? There it is. And then we had one out here off the Cascadia. I think that's what that is, or the, so wow, we got a couple. We got one off the coast. 4.7, 4.4. That was initially a 5.0 that hit. We've had now there's a swarm at Yellowstone. We had a real big deep quake. Wow, it's not showing up on here. Where was that? Let me get the man, that's so weird. It's like not showing up. Yeah, there was a real deep quake, like 700 miles deep or something, right here down here by South America, and now it's not showing up. So we got a bunch of seismic activity here. Let me I'm trying to find that one. Wow, it's not popping in here. And there was, it's not even showing the earthquake there off of the East Coast. Let me try to put this farther out. Yeah, there it is. So it's like overpopulating this thing. There's a couple deep, all the ones with the real tall, these are the real deep quakes. So yeah, it's pretty wild. There was a deep quake in South America, and then on the antipode there was another deep quake, like straight through the earth, but I can't get it to show up on here. So we're definitely in a pretty much picked up earthquake event. Let's check to the USGS. Maybe I can find all that stuff on there. Go ahead and change the scene. Yeah, I'm a little out of practice there with the earthquake stuff. All right, so I really wanted to find that real deep one, man. Well, you can always check Dutch Sense, man. He's the earthquake guy. He's the go-to guy. Yeah, so right there. That one was a 4.7. Which is actually good to see a few of these out here, a 3.1, because it's been locked up, man. So we got one right there. These are the fracking quakes. That's why we're getting way more quakes in Kansas and in Oklahoma from the fracking, man. They've weakened the crust. Get on Google Earth and just look at the fracking all over the place, man. They're fracking all the way from the coast all the way up into Yellowstone. They're going to frack Yellowstone. Probably cause the magma to rise, and then they're going to try to put it out with the water. Never will work. All right, I'm done with the earthquake stuff. All right, let's go ahead and check the watches and warnings. Do I got the data on? Let's click play, see what happens. All right, where's our watches and warnings? I had them on here, but now they seem to have disappeared. Pretty weird, man. It did it to us last night. It took away the watches and warnings. All right, so here we are. We're checking out. All right, so here's all the green is the floods, man. Every river is, look at the Missouri River, Mississippi Rivers all flooding over there in Oregon, Northern California, parts of Washington, parts of Idaho. Here's our blizzard warnings, winter weather advisories, winter storms, thunderstorms. The one thing we don't have today is tornadoes. But wait, man, tomorrow could be another day. Yeah, we got severe thunderstorms right over Omaha right now. And the crazy thing when you let me turn that off. In fact, let's turn that one on, turn that off. Let's go ahead and check the radars real quick and see if they'll load. Nice crowd out there tonight, guys. Much love out there. Thanks for joining us. Probably one of the most informed weather channel places to come hang out every night. We definitely watch the weather and try to give out long long-term forecast, not just a couple days. And we also factor in all the weather warfare, because it's happening. We prove it nightly. So wow, yeah, the radar's down in here. Just they got them all cranked up, all sending out microwaves. Yeah, they really fired them things up down there. They're popping off like mad. We'll have to zoom into them a little bit later. Look at this straight line of moisture, man. That's the storm is spinning, but the moisture is in a perfectly straight line. And you can tell they turn the radars off where they want the moisture to go, and then once the moisture goes past them, they crank the radars up to push it off faster. So you notice all the radars are off up above the storm. That's because they want it to go. See, watch, look, the radars are on a low buzz, just intensifying. Look, as the storm, look, they turned them off. They left them on a little bit. Oh, no, they turned them off too. So they want the moisture to flow straight up. They don't want it going over to the East Coast. They want it to shoot straight up. And that's the way it's heading. Right where the next rads are turned off is where the moisture is going. So, yeah, and then they crank all these up to push it off. Complete manipulation there. Here, let's take that off. And we'll throw on a little enhancement here. Now I'm going to show you the cloud seeding operations in action. And right now I can see a major spraying operation over Oklahoma. We're going to zoom in on that over Missouri. I got on the ground pictures from Missouri. Huge spraying operation right there off the coast of Oregon and California. So let me pause that. Let's zoom in so we can see these areas a little bit better. We'll start out here in Oklahoma. I think that's where I've seen them. Oh, wow. Tic-tac-toe all over the place. Look at this checkerboard. Tic-tac-toes. So the cloud seeding operations in northern Texas, all across Oklahoma, all across Missouri, the whole state of Missouri, parts of Arkansas. Cloud seeding the southern part of the storm. Look, they keep cloud seeding in the exact spot. You got double X's. These are all, there's a program that runs all these chem sprayers and all the, when they want to they use doped up jet fuel on top of the sprayer planes with the poisonous biodiesel. Well, there's an app that runs this whole thing. That's why they don't hardly ever crash. That's why you don't hear the planes crashing, because it's all ran by AI. Let me get up here a little farther. Check out right here in Iowa or Missouri and Illinois. All right, let's go ahead. I mean, look at all. Hopefully, you guys can see all them axes, man. That's ridiculous. That's what we call bombarded right there. Complete bombardment over St. Louis, southern Illinois, the whole state of Missouri. And we've been getting sprayed here in Missouri for the last 4 days straight. I've got all the pictures on my phone. Look, nighttime spraying over Kansas, nighttime spraying over Iowa. You could see the frequencies. They're using the ground-based radars to affect the atmospheric river, which they pulled all the moisture up. So yeah, big time spraying. Let's go ahead and check that operation here off the coast of California and Oregon. We got all these companies, when they do something for good, they admit to the weather engineering. Yesterday I showed the American Meteorological Society where they talk about the inadvertent weather modification. They have workshops on the art of cloud seeding and all this stuff. Yeah, so look at these thick sprayers out here, man. Look at that crap. You got like 100 planes right there, 100 planes and drones. Look at that mess right there. So, mega spraying operation right here off the coast of California, right over the Northern California. We know Paradise has been the target. They're trying to change the landscape. They're trying to bust the dams. So, wow. Mega spraying operation. And let's go ahead and let's check where I found that anomaly earlier. All right, see if we can get this thing to load. Yeah, so them gravity wave clouds, they call them gravity wave clouds, they're not showing up because they're not clouds, man. They're remnants of the microwave frequencies coming off these radar systems. In fact, we're going to zoom in on a couple of them radar systems here in a minute. Let me just go check right up here in the Michigan, Wisconsin area. If they're not getting sprayed today, they will be getting sprayed anytime because that's where they want the storm to go. And there's definitely aerosols in there. Look at that big X right there. So they've already been sprayed pretty much out ahead of this. So they're still spraying the backside of it really heavy. And let's just go check down here in Florida just for the heck of it. All right. Yeah, be easy out there on the their mods on chopping people out. All right, let me try to get this going here. I'm trying to look here. All right. Let me get back to the Continental. And then let's go ahead and go try to, if it'll let me open up a new tab, and it don't, I gotta click that one. Oh yeah, all these cell phone towers, they're all part of the weather engineering programs. They're not just, I mean, you can drive by cell phone towers and not get any better signal. All these ground-based radars, they're all multi-purpose. You know, there's not just one thing. In fact, there's one that is, we'll click this one, and it's always communicating with the military radar. You can actually see the frequencies sending and receiving. Let's see if we can catch it tonight. Yeah, just no F-bombs out there, man. Like I said, we got people that listen to this show that are over 90 years old, and then we got young people that listen to this show. So that's all. Just don't be popping off no F-bombs. Don't be pushing any kind of crap. Or the great mods will play Whack-A-Troll. Oh yeah, definitely on the lights. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see this because it's working again tonight. So what we're looking at here, the next rad, you know, when this loads all the images here, the next rad's centered right over this lake, and there's a big military installation right here, and you're gonna see these little waves. See what? Follow my mouse here. First, I'll show you the sending. So they sent like 4 beams right to the radar, and then you'll see some coming back out. So we're getting a bunch going in. I'm really not seeing the oh, there's one. So they're sending a bunch, and they're only, or receiving a bunch from the military radar, and they're only sending out like 1 or 2. So yeah, we definitely have military signals coming in to the radar, and one goes back out, and you get a weird spike right there Almost looks like a cooling tower right there. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right in this area. Wonder if I can change my thing here, if it'll show up better or worse. Yeah, that don't do it no justice there. All right, let's go ahead and just, while we're here, let's go ahead and check a couple of these radars, see what they're up to, because there's more than just radar in the NEXRADs. These are multi-purpose machines. These things can send off RF, and we see these big beams coming off these things. If the beams are spinning, you know, that's okay. That's what they're supposed to do. But if there's a beam that's locked on a target and it's beaming for more than 5 to 7 minutes, that thing is affecting the weather. It's affecting the atmosphere around it. We call that searchlight mode. And there's actually regulations of them beams. See, like these beams right here, if they stay on for, like yesterday, they were beaming this storm like probably one of the worst I've ever seen, which may still be showing up. We'll let this load up. You know, this regular beams are like these little ones here that are kind of cycling. You know, inside of the golf ball radar, like that's a beam. That thing there is doing some stuff. But inside there, these things spin. So these beams should not be locked in a single spot unless they want it locked in a spot. And you can just see how they affect everything, man. That thing was shooting some crazy stuff out. We're getting all kinds of beam technology here. Let me get this zoomed down a little bit just so we can see the whole picture. And we'll change. Yeah, see, these things are definitely doing some strange stuff, man. That's not like regular moisture returns. That's radio frequencies. That's microwave frequencies, microwave pulses. We're going to change the kind of uncensor it just a little bit here. And a lot of times on this map, you'll see a purple ring around this. You know, sometimes it'll be out 120 nautical miles, and that's what we call the microwave pulse. It's where they pulse the whole radar. Some days it shows up just really big time. Let me put this on the mean velocity here. Sometimes you got to change the layers to try to get it pulled out. And now the stream is messing up again. It actually says the stream is complete. Oh, wow. Look at this microwave pulse here. I've never even seen one cranked up that high. So this one is just cranked. There shouldn't be none of this purple out here. This purple isn't even in the graph. So this NEXRAD is on military mode. Wow, I've never seen it that solid in the 6 years of watching this. That thing is cranked. Look at that. Them 8 flocks of bats. That's microwaves. So they are definitely a foul. Let's go up here to the NEXRAD I drive by all the time. We'll see what this one's doing. Now, these NEXRADs also got an upgrade. A lot of them got the upgrade where they're omnidirectional, so they can be beaming out from every direction and different heights, different angles. I mean, they're going full geostorm on us. And that ice cap built, because it's going to be 1,000,000 times more powerful than the HARP array. See this one here? It's got just a little bitty microwave pulse. You know, you're looking at the incoming and the outgoing, but then you got the pulse beam around it. So Wow, look at that. They're bending that thing. Now I've seen these things create wind vortexes by heating the atmosphere. You know, they're definitely doing some stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff tonight. Let's go ahead and jump over here to Texas, see what we got going with this one. You know, we're just kind of hitting random ones right now just to try to see what's going on with them. Yeah, we're back in the green now. So it keeps going through phases, it looks like, where the stream does fine, then all of a sudden it drops down real bad, then it picks right back up. So yeah, this one actually looks pretty normal. Look, there's really no microwave pulse rings on it. You're getting the incoming and outgoing. Yeah, so this one here, you know, isn't doing all them pulses or no beams. Let's try one right up here out ahead of the storm. Let's go up here into Wisconsin. Oh, wow, this one's got a few microwave pulse rings around, you know, are about 40 nautical miles out. You got pulses, looks like about 75 and 80 miles out. And it's showing incoming and outgoing all on the same plane. So yeah, they're definitely microwaving with this one. Pointed right at the storm. See, that's pointed at the storm. Wow. All right, let's go check Florida. Let's go right there. That'll pick up pretty close to all of them. Just wait. I had a video for a while that showed them shooting these millimeter waves like 30 miles. You know, and this crap of saying they can't go through stuff is nonsense. They can't go through lead paint, but they can damn sure travel through walls. They're lying about that. So that radar's not really, we'll check the other two on each side of this. This radar didn't look like it was doing a whole lot. We'll get all the frames loaded. You know, every one of these radars they all work together. I mean, each NexRad is not real powerful, but when you combine them all, yeah, you're definitely getting now that all the frames have loaded, you are getting some microwaves off this one. Right here at the end. So here, just right at the end of this, here you go. You got a little pulse to the south, little pulse to the north, little pulse to the east. And look, when it pulsed over here, it killed that little moisture signature off. Now it's sucking the moisture into the NexRad. Let's check the other ones. Let's go right here in the panhandle. All right, hopefully we can get that to load there. All right, so now we got one that has moisture coming in, and look what the NexRad did to the moisture. It fried the sky, man. It shut the faucet off. That's what I'm saying. These things are controlling the weather, and then you got all the cell phone towers on top of it. So watch when this moisture starts coming in from the north. It's not flocks of birds like the meteorologists say. So look, here comes the moisture, and they pump one little quick little microwave pulse. Woof! All the moisture is completely gone that quick. One little microwave pulse just fried all the moisture out of the sky. Here it comes again. One little pulse, it's all gone. All right, guys. So I think we're going to call this a night. So God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Much love out there. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks everybody that shares this information out. If it, it takes you guys sharing this stuff to help us grow and reach more people. We got to wake everybody up so that we can rise. Anyway, we're going to hit the exit screen. I'll come join you in chat for a minute. Thanks everybody out there in the super chat, the mods, all that stuff. Anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Here we go. Let's rise. Crank it up.